Do you guys think fashion lines come from people only inside the industry? Well, the answer is no. And today I'm speaking with the founder of CHRIDA, who started a women's wear fashion line with no industry experience. She's going to talk to us about some of the things she's learned. She's going to tell us about her luxury line, how she develops and produces it. And it's an awesome show.
It was about finding a gap in the market at the time. I'm not traditionally from a design background. I'm actually from corporate. It was when I was trying to look for my first kind of suit going into the corporate world. I couldn't find anything that I loved. I felt that everything was quite stuffy, a bit traditional. So I embarked then on this journey about designing power suits for women. So it was definitely an interesting experience, but for me, it's really important to have the right team around you. And that's something that I've managed to build quite strong to make it happen.
Now, not coming from a traditional design background, did you just figure it out yourself? Were you lucky enough to partner with the right people? How did that work?
I think you're always evolving as like the CEO of your brand in any way. But it was literally like chicken and egg to begin with. But I think it was just that desire to want to do something and feeling that a lot of women would benefit from what I was offering. I went on a journey to find the right team, learn some more start learning skills within the industry, which I'm still learning now.
What is your process like? If I come to you and I want to have a suit design, what does that process look like?
So firstly, we would have a meeting about what the client is looking for. What's really interesting now, I will just base this on like a real life case right now, which is something that even, like I said, when I said my brand is evolving, even now it is. But one of my clients, she's a CEO of international beauty practices around the world, right? So she came to me and she wanted a few styles for the launch of her clinics here in Dubai and in Texas. So it's a really interesting one because I'm used to usually the typical kind of corporate vibe, but this woman is in the beauty industry. So she wanted something really different, more sexy, more out there, which is something I'm really, really excited about because it's, as a designer, it's even pushing me. So what we do is we sit down, I understand the client, kind of the things that they like, what look they want to achieve, the vibe they want to give off. And from that, we start like a creation process. So it usually involves quite a few sketches. From the sketches, then we take it down to probably one or two pieces. Then we identify the color. And then from the design sign off, we'll then go out and source the fabrics and everything to make the outfit.
Got it. Now, do you sew the items yourself, or do you have couture? You have ateliers, or a seamstress who does it for you?
Honestly, I would love to be able to sew myself, but the truth is I have an incredible team, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do this. So it's beautiful. I have a couple of ateliers in London that I work with, who all specialize in traditional British tailoring, which is amazing. But now as my clients are evolving, a few of them want, like I said, more couture pieces that involves more embroidery and embellishments. So even now I'm expanding my team. I'm expanding my team to artisans now that can create these types of fabrics and special beads and patterns. So it's all very fun. It's a great process.
Oh, wow. That's so incredible. I'm so impressed that you didn't come from the design world and started this. That takes a lot of courage. And I know, I've heard there are a lot of people that come from completely different backgrounds and go into others, but, design, it seems like it's kind of like drinking the ocean. So when you were going into this, what has been your biggest challenge?
I would say everything. Honestly, I think, well, actually, my biggest challenge, I think, I started when I was quite young. And I would honestly say that I was probably a bit young and naive to think I can do this fashion business, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's every girl's dream to want to do something like this. So the truth is, I didn't have much knowledge, and I think financially it was a big problem for me because I kind of trusted too many people at once because I didn't know the skills behind it to begin with. I would say that I lost a lot of money, which was unnecessary. But luckily you live and learn, right? And I'm so passionate about it that finally found my feet and I've got a good team around me. But I would say that losing yourself 100%, I think you have to keep laser focus on what you're trying to achieve, because you face so many bumps on the road that if you don't go back to your purpose, like what is your purpose doing it, I think people would just quit. But I really had the burning desire to dress women and CEOs and make them feel amazing. So, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm really happy. It's worth all the pain. It was worth everything.
Good, good. Yeah, I can relate to all of that. I think being naive, young and naive, it could be, an ingredient into launching greatness. I definitely believe that.
I think basically I also have moved temporarily to Dubai. Although when I say temporarily, we've been here for like the past 6-7 months because obviously COVID. So with that, I'm in a new market. Other clients, they want different types of looks. I realize that the demographic back in England is not the same as what it is here, which is why now I've branched out now into designing new things. So although tailoring is my main focus, I'm now trying to push tailoring. How could that be more evening? So we're going to do embellishments on the lapels, make beautiful evening blazer dresses. It's not just about the professional woman it's about the professional woman, but it doesn't necessarily need to be in her working environment. So this is a really fun project that I'm working on. Like, how can I be a bit more glamorous? Dubai is quite a glamorous place. Which brings me to my next subject with one of my clients now. She wants me to design a gala dress for her auction, for her charity. She has a charity for reconstructive surgery for human trafficking victims. So she has this gala every year.
Wow.
Yeah, she's an amazing, amazing woman. But she wants me to design her Rio Carnival type dress for it. So this is really exciting for me because, again, it's a project that I've never done. But why I love it so much is that I'm advancing the skills of people that I'm using. So it's so nice for me to go and learn about a different part of textiles, right? And how the embroidery is done, how everything's handmade and hand stitched. So I'm really, really excited about it. And again, it's bringing other people like to the team, which is really great. I would say know the type of clients you want to work with. My second point would be to be flexible, because I was very on the traditional tailoring, making it look sexy. But actually being out here, I've even expanded myself. I'm not that woman anymore, even myself. So my clients are expanding. So I think flexibility is really important, and to just go for it, because even if you're the top designer in the world, that designer always needs a very strong team around them. Nothing stems from individual work, it's all teamwork. So I think you just have to weigh up your risks, and if it's something you really, really want to do, you should go for it, really. That's it.